What is up, Insaners, and welcome to another video of the Fantasy Premier League 2022-23 season. In this one, guys, we're gonna talk about our team selection for Game Week 17. So stick around and check our team for this game week. If you like this team, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Also subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more FPL content. And with that, let's start today's video. So we'll start with our defense first, guys. In goal, we have Kepa from Chelsea. Now he's gonna be our main starting goalkeeper. Among our bench, we have Ward from Leicester City. He's a cheap goalkeeper option. He was doing really well in the later half, closer to the World Cup break for Leicester City, guys. They were keeping clean sheets. Their defensive record was actually quite impressive. I think he's a great option. You can even play him in the easier fixtures, but for most weeks, I think Kepa is going to be our main goalkeeper. Then we are playing a 3-man defense this week, guys. In terms of our defenders, we have Cancelo, who's covering our Man City defender option. Now, I see a lot of people talking about going for players like Walker, Akanji, maybe even Laporte, but I still feel Cancelo is the best possible option if you are looking at a Man City defender, guys. Now, in case if you are not looking for a Man City defender option and maybe you want to triple up with a KDB, Foden and Haaland, that strategy is also absolutely fine, guys. But in case if you're looking at a defender option, I think Cancelo has to be the best pick, guys. Yes, his attacking numbers aren't that great this season, and you may argue that even a cheaper option can give you those clean sheet points, but because of the fact that we do not know who's gonna start in these positions, guys, I think there's a lot of risk, and you don't get that risk with Cancelo. Now, among other options, we have Trippier. I think he's a must-have, guys. Great value. He does a lot of things right from an FPL perspective. I think he's a must-have in your FPL team. If you're looking at the Newcastle defense, which is the best in the league right now, guys, I think Trippier is the pick of the lot. Yes, he's the most expensive as well, but he's great value, guys. He's good for bonus points. He can get attacking returns. He can give you assists, get an odd goal as well. I think he's a dream from an FPL point of view. Moving on to a third defender, guys, and we have James here. Now, a lot of people might not agree with me here. They might go for a Dalot if he's fit, maybe even Shaw if they're targeting a Man United option, or even White, who's on our bench at the moment. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will start the Arsenal defender, but I think James has better potential, guys. The next few fixtures are really good. They are attacking teams, so the Chelsea defense is going to be tested for sure, guys, and they might lose a couple of clean sheets, but then getting in Reece James is just not because of the defense, guys. It is because of what he can do in attack. The attacking potential that he possesses is absolute mad, guys, and if he can get going, I think he's a great option. There were question marks about his fitness, but I think he's gonna start most games. Yes, there could be some early subs for him, but that also spells good from an FPL point of view, guys. In case if Chelsea are keeping a clean sheet, and if he gets subbed a little early on, he retains that clean sheet, and that is absolutely fine by me. Then on our bench, we have White as our 4th defender, guys. Now, I would have wanted to play him, and this is one position where we might even downgrade, but I think White for now is a decent option. He may play most weeks, guys. We may go back to a back 4. That option is also there, but I think it's a great option to have. A bit of a headache for me, to be very honest, but I think he's okay for now. Then we have Pereira and Bueno. Bueno is our 5th defender. He's a cheap option. He's not going to play most weeks, and if he just comes on from the bench, maybe gives us a point, starts and then gives us something, that is an absolute bonus, guys. Now let's talk about a midfield, guys. The midfield, we have a premium midfielder spot, so that is Kevin De Bruyne right now. Now there's a huge debate in terms of whether to go for Kevin De Bruyne or Salah, but I just feel Kevin De Bruyne is in a different form right now, guys. He was absolutely class in the Carabao Cup game against Liverpool. Now yes, you could argue that it's not going to be the same every week. There might be more potential in a Foden right now, but to be very honest, guys, nobody at the moment knows whether Foden is going to start or not. And I think Kevin De Bruyne against Leeds is just a matchup made in heaven, guys. I think there could be a massive haul in this week, and even in the coming game weeks, guys, there is potential for a huge KDB haul as well. Yes, his goal threat is a lot lesser than somebody like a Salah, and I get that debate if you want to go for Salah over KDB, but I think the form definitely warrants us to go for KDB slightly more than Salah here, guys. It's not a huge difference, and it could be a coin toss for a lot of people, and for me, guys, I think it's KDB at the moment, and I'm going to stick to that. Then in terms of the other options here, guys, I've gone for slightly budget options. So I have Martinelli, who's covering the Arsenal attack. There is information, and whatever we've known from the Arteta camp, there could be a chance that he can play as an out-of-position striker. Now his record as a striker, of course, he's not played too many games to really give us any concise information. But I think it's going to be an interesting watch, guys. Again, nobody knows what's going to happen with him playing out of position in a number 9 role. But I think I'm probably going to stick with Martinelli at the moment. Then with respect to my team, I've kind of covered the Newcastle attack and the Man United attack, guys. Both attacks have been really decent. They have good fixtures. I think there are a couple of really good budget options to go for here. Almiron has been in great form, guys, and I think that purple patch is probably going to continue. And when I'm looking at the Newcastle attack, I think he's a great option to have. He's cheap, he's going to give us goals, he's going to score a lot of FPL points. Let's hope that continues. I think he's a great option still. Then we have Rashford here as well, guys. Most likely he's going to play on the left. But there could be certain games as well where he plays in the number 9 role, where Martial is probably getting benched. Maybe he's again injured for some reason. I think Rashford is going to start most weeks, guys. He had a great World Cup campaign as well. I think he's a great option, a much better option than Anthony and Bruno Fernandes at the moment. So if you're looking at a Man United attacker, I think Rashford is the one to go for, guys. He's great value and he definitely has goal scoring potential. We've already seen that. So definitely go for him over somebody like a Bruno Fernandes. You can save a lot of that money, guys, and invest it elsewhere and gain a lot of value. Now, in terms of fifth midfielder here, guys, we've gone for Andres Pereira. Now, so I have some additional money in the bank, and I think it depends on whether Trossard, whether Brighton, they have a double game week in game week 21. Because if they do, guys, the switch from Rashford to Trossard is a very easy switch, and that also kind of gives me enough money to go to an 8 million midfielder. So the plan is to keep Rashford, and if we figure out a different 8 million option, let's say if we figure that Saka is playing really well, maybe Kulusevski is doing well, or if there's some other option, we can switch to that 8 million midfielder spot as well. So this draft, this particular midfield and the additional money in the bank, guys, it gives me flexibility to move into two different directions based on the information that we receive. Now, talking about our forwards now, we have Haaland, Darwin and Martial as 3 forwards, guys. I think Haaland is pretty straightforward. Almost practically everybody owns him in their FPL teams. He's also the best captaincy option. I mean, I don't really see a reason to go against Haaland in terms of captaincy, especially against Leeds. Then we have Darwin. Yes, he didn't have the best of games against Man City in the Carabao Cup, but again, it's not going to be Man City every week. We know that he's going to get a lot of chances. We also know that he misses a lot of those chances, and let's just hope and assume that whenever he's getting those, he tries to convert them. His conversion gets better and we can get a lot of those FPL points, guys, because I absolutely see potential in Darwin. I think he could be a great FPL pick. Then coming to Martial, guys, it's a bit tricky here, guys, because I see a lot of people talking about Mitrovic, who's a doubt for Game Week 17. Then there's Wilson as well. And then if you want to take a punt, maybe you can go towards an Adams as well from Southampton, who has decent fixtures. But I think Martial, playing for a premium team, playing for a premium attack, I think he could be a great pick. Now with Ronaldo gone, I think if he's fit, he's gonna get a lot of those minutes. Yes, there are always injury concerns, maybe some niggles, etc. that could happen and maybe take him out. But then I can easily take him out, make a transfer and go for a different option. I can go for a Wilson. I have some additional money. I can even go cheaper. Maybe I go Nketiah. If I see the Arsenal forward playing really well, guys, that option in a similar price range is also there. So that again gives me a lot of flexibility. But I think Martial against Nottingham Forest and in game week 18 and 19, I think it could be really, really good. I personally see this as a short-term punt. I can even keep Martial in my team. But I think for now, for game week 17, this is a pretty solid team, a pretty solid attack, and I'm pretty much happy with what I have here. Now in terms of my captaincy, guys, as I mentioned, it's gonna be Haaland. I don't really see any reason to go not on Haaland, but in case if you are looking for an alternate captaincy option, there's Kevin De Bruyne again, playing against Leeds, also has great potential. I still feel he's more of a creator now than a goal scorer. But then again, if you're looking for an alternate option, KDB is definitely one way to go. You can even go Salah against Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa is also a bit of an unknown because under Emery, we do not know what's going to happen, how solid they're going to be at home, where they're going to do some changes defensively, etc. We still don't know that. But I think in case if you're looking for an alternate option or differential captaincy option, Salah against Aston Villa could be a decent bet. But I still feel going against Haaland against Leeds is a huge risk, guys, and I don't think so you should do it. So this was my team. These are my thoughts for the team selection for Game Week 17, guys. Do let me know what you think about this team, guys. Do let me know if you feel that I should make any changes, any more changes, any picks that you're not happy or satisfied with. Do let me know in the comments below. Hit like if you enjoyed the video today, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more FPL content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.